Go.
Tsukihime!
Ah! That was so loud! That was actually so loud!
Tsukihime! Ciel out.
Ah!
Ow! Ah!
Ah!
Tsukihime! Ah! Tsukihime Ciel out. Where are we? On the I'm again the guy
Alright,
in the chair.
Tsukihime, let's go.
Um.
I'm watching a dream. A vague dream without any particular significance. Do I like it?
Stop! A dream without any particular significance.
I don't know my true feeling, but I can't deny the reality that I'm always concerned about your.
Stop! Tsukihime, it's supposed
I don't know. What are you doing? It's only a minute in.
We're already like on crack.
Ah!
I got Jenny Flash!
I don't know. Myself, she helped me.
Just read the damn thing normally.
If she wasn't there, I might have just died under the pouring rain. I don't know. That's why I have to ask. Why is she doing this? Why her eyes are so devoid of any emotion? Shiki! I can hear Hishi's voice mingling with the morning light. Shiki, it is time! Please wake up! Her inflectionless voice awakens me. As soon as I wake up, terrible things enter my vision. You're talking about Hisui?
No. What?
He's calling Hisui a terrible thing.
Oh no, he's talking about the lines.
I know. I get a headache just like I was shot in the head. Ah!
Yeah, I guess he knows what that feels
Ah!
like. Dawson, come on. There's serious stuff that happens this episode.
I almost lose my just awakened consciousness. Before I fade away completely, I quickly grab my glasses. Why was Hisui fading away?
It's because Shiki accidentally gave Kohaku the death note. You don't want to give Kohaku the death note. Shiki, what the fuck did you give Kohaku?
I don't know.
Kohaku is high on 20 pounds of cocaine!
And you gave her something that can kill people? Shiki-sama, are you not feeling well?
Kohaku's theme song is We Are All on Drugs by Weezer.
It should be. No, that's not it. It's just my anemia acting up. Lightly shaking my head, I clear my head of what I was thinking. More than that, good morning, Hisui!
Okay, Dawson, actually. This is a serious reading. We're done with this. We're done with it.
More than that, good morning, Hisui. Thanks for waking me up. Sitting up in bed, I do my best to smile naturally. No, this is my duty. There is no need for you to thank me, Shiki. Maybe, but I'm grateful. You are infinitely better than an alarm clock. I stand up. It's not yet 7 o'clock. About 10 minutes earlier than I usually get up. Breakfast? I'll be- breakfast.
Breakfast!
I'll be there soon, so please go ahead of me. Shiki-sama about that, Akia is waiting for you in the sitting room. It seems she has some questions for you. Hisui says this with some difficulty. Something she needs to ask? Is she in a bad mood? Yes! Akia-sama seems to realize that you left late last night, Shiki. I blurt that out without thinking. Last night, I went to look for Arcade and came home late. Uh-oh, I thought no one noticed. Yes, I also thought that I was the only one that noticed. Hisui answers solemnly. Solemnly.
Solemnly.
Shut up! Hisui, you realized I left? Oh. Hisui looks very apologetic. I see, you knew. No wonder the mansion's entrance was open. Yes. Hisui answers reluctantly. Thanks, it was a big help. And thanks for going out of your way to do that. But Nissan realized too because of that. Nissan and I have 2-hour shifts watching the mansion, and she found out about me unlocking the entrance. I see now. Kawaku-san's is Akia's servant, so she would have leaked it to Akia about it last night. Hisui, there's no need to apologize. It was my fault I was walking around at night, so I should take the blame. I'm still very happy you left the door unlocked. Hisui just looks at me. It is nothing. It is as soon as he changed Fleeko to the sitting room. Still looking like she wants to say something, Hisui exits into the hallway. Dang, I'm gonna get scolded by Akia again. I mutter myself as I change. If I have time for that, then there's still something important I have to do instead. That's right, I have to talk to her. I get the headache again. It faded when I was talking to Hisui, but as soon as she left, it started hurting again. Ugh, crap. This doesn't look like it will end soon. I bear the pain as I collapse on the bed. It doesn't ease up. Throb, throb. Pain like I'm being stabbed in the head. Makes me completely forget what I was thinking about earlier. Couldn't think of it. In the 8 years since that accident, I've always had to deal with my broken body. Dizziness, headaches, and anemia occurring unexpectedly. I can't count how many things I had to give up because of that. The doctor said it was a miracle just surviving it. Just being able to live is a miracle, so putting up with various pains is perhaps necessary. These broken eyes. Sensei, who was able to alleviate these eyes, told me to treat that miracle very importantly. Those words. Did she mean that human life is not so much precious as it is not returnable, so I should treat it carefully? These past few days I've seen the deaths of many people, too easily. Lives ending so easily it's almost comical. If something that ends so easily, doesn't it mean that was only worth that much from the beginning? If that's the case, it is meaningless to view life as precious. Huh? Why? Since when? Am I... Why is this sound so, like... dun, 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 dun.
Okay, Dawson, this game came out 24 years ago. Okay?
I know. And they just now started recently making a remake of it.
No, the remake's already out. Just the first half, though.
Yeah, that's what I meant. They're still making it.
They're still making Red Garden.
Essentially, they're still making, like, whatever.
But Arcway and Ciel, Tsukihime, A Piece of Blue Glass Moon, is out and finished.
Yeah, but when did that come out?
We don't know when the other side of Red Garden's coming out, Dawson.
No, I asked when did when did Blue come out?
2021. Recently, the English translation released, like, literally spring.
Technically, they remade this game 21 years after its release.
Yes.
Anyways, the headache finally stops. Maybe I saw too much blood. What a horrible thought. I take a deep breath. Filling my lungs with fresh air, I clear away the unpleasantness. I should hurry up and go to school. I should go and see Ciel. Enduring the slight pain lingering in my head, I leave my room. I go down the stairs and into the lobby. Oh. Hold on. Ah! Okay. I go down into the stairs and into the lobby. Next to me is the hallway that goes down to the sitting room. In front of me is the front door that leads outside. What should I do? Akia is waiting in the sitting room, but I want to hurry up and see Senpai. Amen. Choice.
More than that, I should go to school. Be a good student. Be a good student.
And yet not be nice to your family or just leave instead of going to where they asked you.
Yeah, screw your family. School's more important.
No, I have to find about Senpai. I don't have time to eat this morning.
Yeah, Akia can just go kill herself.
Akia can go fuck herself.
Kawaku can go kill herself. Oh,
she must have come to check on me since I did not show up after a while. Sorry, I'm going to school. Please tell Aki I'm sorry. Please wait, Shiki.
Poor Hisui. Poor Hisui. Having to do with this guy.
Oh my god.
Please wait,
Shiki-sama. You do not look well. Are you sure you're feeling well? I'm fine, just a little headache. Well, I'm off. Sorry I'm being selfish again. I say something really
The point
selfish.
of an apology, if you're gonna do an apology, Shiki, you should at least stick by it.
I say something really selfish and open the door before she can respond.
Well, at least he knows
Akia's
it.
just gonna be even more mad now.
Dude, he treats Akia kind of poorly. I don't blame her. Why? Well, here's the thing. Akia already has a short temper. Maybe if she was like Hisui, of course, doesn't care as much. But in fact, helps him do stuff like that. And in the remake, Kawaku helps as well. But like, Akia gets mad about this stuff, and she's just gonna get more mad.
Yeah. What's the point in doing this?
This is Ciel's route, so anything he's gonna do is gonna be Ciel oriented.
I see.
That's why there's a choice there. Because it's testing you if you're gonna get the Ciel point or not. If you picked the other thing, I'm assuming you just wouldn't get a Ciel point.
Essentially, you just have to
which might kill you later, I don't know.
You just have to pick every choice
I didn't do
related to
Ciel bad ends. What?
You just have to pick everything related to Ciel.
And when it comes to routes, and especially Type Moon games, yes. Because oftentimes there's bad ends associated with not getting enough character points for a certain character. Yeah. Or getting more for another character instead of the main one. Which can cause you to get an alternate ending instead of the true one. In this case, that's not the case. I'm assuming there's a bad end for getting a low amount of CL points. But ideally, you just want to make the choice dedicated to CL every time because it's the best while experiencing her route. Yeah. It has the most smooth experience because it's about her.
I reached the school gate. Since I ran from the mansion, it's not even 7:30 yet. I stand and wait for Senpai by the gate. It probably looks a little strange to the other students walking by, but I don't really care. Senpai doesn't show up. It's past 7:30 already. 10 more minutes pass by. The school gate is flooded with students as they arrive. Oh. There's only about 5 minutes before the gate closes, but Senpai does still not come. She might not come today. Yesterday I saw all that happened, so she might not come today or tomorrow or the day after. Thump! Ah! Thinking it, I feel a little faint. I shake my head to clear it of terrible thoughts. And then someone pats me on the shoulder from behind. Tono, what are you doing here? Ciel? Yeah?
Just say Senpai, bro!
I don't care! Shut up!
It's important to the experience. Ah!
Really? But yesterday you were... Before I could finish, Senpai puts her hand over my mouth. Tono, not here. Let's go behind the gymnasium.
Gymnasium.
I don't...
You... Bro, they say this at school all the time.
No,
gymnasium.
No, I'm not talking about that.
Where did it go? Meet me at the gymnasium.
Gymnasium! I'm thinking about how stupid the translators are. Like, I wish they would orient it more to, like, English than just fucking... I don't know. It's hard
because you don't like the coons and senpais and stuff?
Yeah. It would be better if they
official translations...
That's why I say CL instead of senpai, because it just, like, it feels better.
No, senpai makes more sense in these contexts, but still. Most fans actually prefer the Japanese-oriented stuff as opposed to the other stuff,
okay,
but in
the
official translations, like Fate Stay Night Remastered, for example, cuts out the coons and stuff, but it still includes senpai. Just say senpai, though. That's one that isn't too hard. You're not gonna die if you say senpai a couple times, bro.
I know.
I know you have that weird yandere dev-esque association with it, but
I know, yes. And also,
it's not like, bad to say it, bro. No
I just orient it to be more like English, bro.
This isn't English!
I don't care! The school bell rings overhead. Homeroom has begun. Furthermore, no one else is around. Yes, no one can hear us here. Senpai finally releases me. Jumping back, I face her directly. You want to talk about last night, right? If there's anything you want to say, please go ahead, Tono. She speaks calmly, as if what happened last night was not a big deal. But it was a big deal for me. Her attitude right now makes me mad. So that was really you last night? Yeah, I did say your name back then too, so it's impossible to hide it any longer. I grit my teeth. I didn't expect an apology or anything, but still. But you said that wasn't you? What wasn't? 3 nights ago, I asked if you were the one that helped me that night in the park, and you said it wasn't you. That was a lie.
That was a lie.
Senpai simply says no. Or, wait. She simply says so. Okay. A lie? You didn't keep the promise we made. You told me you wouldn't go out at night anymore. She stares at me. I start to feel like the bad guy all of a sudden, feeling guilty about what I did. I made the promise with you so something like this wouldn't happen. Is that how a little promise with me means to you, Tono? That makes me sad. I don't know, that's not it. About last night, I thought Arcade was the one behind the serial killing, but that couldn't be right, so I went to ask her, and I tell her all about last night. Senpai listens to all of it silently. How I met her accidentally, how she explained to me about the vampire in the city, how I teamed up with her to save the city, and everything up until now. I understand. So you teamed up with her to defeat the vampire in the city, right, Tono? Well, yeah, that's how it is. I can't believe it. Tono, do you really believe in vampires? What are you saying? Even you're one of the church's extra... Senpai puts a finger on my lips. Don't worry about me. Isn't the problem more about you, Tono? Me? I don't have any problems. I don't have any problems.
I don't have any problems.
Because I'm just kind of cool like that.
I don't have any problems. You definitely do, Shiki.
Yeah. You have no self-awareness, it seems. She gets a troubled sigh. I have a question. Just how much did she tell you about? How much? Well, only a vampire is in the city sucking people's blood. So in other words, you don't know about her or this enemy she is after. Well, I haven't heard about it. I see. Then I will tell you about it. Wow, that's amazing. You know about that? Well, you know I am a member of the church, so of course I know that much. Oh, that's right. Sorry, I kind of forgot. Haha. Ah! I tend to laugh it off. Jeez, I'm trying to be serious here, so please pay attention. I nod in assent. Huh? But isn't that a secret? Arcade, she said you were all incredibly secretive. Yes, it really isn't something to talk about. Today's special. There isn't anyone watching over us or anything, so as long as you don't tell anyone, then we'll be okay. What will happen if I tell someone else about you? Yes, I'll just do exactly what you are thinking of, Tono. Somebody gives that frightening response with a smile. Well then, I'll keep it very simple. Tono, how much was explained to you about vampires? Just about how are there 2 types, and how dead apostles are the vampires that suck human blood. But I think I know what kind of monsters they are. That's true. Tono, you did actually defeat a vampire. Haha, but you did help me at the very end. Senpai? Yeah, I watched you annihilate Chaos. When I came, Chaos was already dying though. I'm surprised. Then she knows about my eyes? It was terrible. That one made you do such a thing. If she had conceptual weapon to fight Chaos, she would have used it herself.
She doesn't know about his eyes.
What?
She doesn't know about his eyes. She thinks he used a conceptual weapon Arcway gave him. Type moon lingo, but
She should have used it herself. After seeing your bloody body, I thought I should punish her then and there. You too, Tono. Even if you were given a weapon that can kill vampires, what were you thinking fighting that thing? Does she have a hold over your weakness or something? Still looking surprised, Senpai complains aloud. Senpai? What's this weapon that can kill vampires? What do you mean? I'm talking about that knife you have, Tono. Oh, I guess she wouldn't tell you about it. It's not good for her either. Let's see, vampires have the ability to recover from most injuries they receive. With ordinary outside force, I mean normal weapons. With such things, you cannot cause wounds greater than the speed of their recovery. To kill a vampire, you need an outside force greater than their speed of recovery, or something that nullifies their ability to recover. This ability of theirs, the Curse of Restoration, actually isn't treating the wounds. Instead, it is a reversing of time to restore the damaged body part back to its original state. An occult artifact which nullifies this effect is called a conceptual weapon. Senpai cheerfully says all these things I can't understand too well. In short, a magical weapon. We usually lift their curse looking into the human past, so we don't usually use them. But for those that were not originally human, we use them, kind of like a secret weapon. Your knife, is it not an anti-vampire weapon she brought? Or is it a family treasure? But it would be strange for the Tono family to possess an anti-demon weapon. Senpai ponders aloud. I don't know what she's thinking, but it seems she has no idea about my eyes. Senpai, where did our conversation about vampires go? With a start, Senpai starts mumbling herself. She smiles as if to hide her embarrassment. As usual, her personality is hard to understand. Let's get back to the main subject. Please listen carefully, Tono. Yeah, keep it short. It seems you already know about how there are the true ancestors and the dead apostles, so it is very simple. The enemy she is after is a dead apostle nicknamed the Serpent. Among the dead apostles, he is considered a heretic, a special vampire. This vampire is not as strong as Chaos, whom you defeated. But he is more difficult an opponent to eliminate than this Chaos in a way, since he comes back to life even after he dies. Senpai, vampires are mortal, so isn't it natural for them to come back to life after dying? You eliminated Chaos, right? Even if they are vampires, you destroy their body and soul, and they will be vanquished. If you kill a vampire, they die. But the Serpent is a vampire who has conquered even this. Tono, are you familiar with the cycle of reincarnation? It is part of Buddhist doctrine, so I think a Japanese would be quite familiar with it. Yeah, it's that thing where someone dies, they are reborn again as another human. Yes, exactly. In other words, the vampire named the Serpent has made this cycle of reincarnation his own. That's what I mean when I say he comes back to life even after he is killed. Reincarnation, you mean if he dies he will start over again as a baby? Yes. While the Serpent is alive, he chooses his next host, and when it is born, he transmits all of the information of his self. The Serpent's information stays deep within the baby until it matures, or until it gains sufficient intelligence. As soon as that baby has the intelligence to succeed his self, the baby becomes a new vampire that is the Serpent. Wait a minute, what's that? Don't tell me that he does surgery on it while it's in the mother or something like that. No, it's not anything medical. Because the instant his body is destroyed, he reincarnates into the body he chose as his next host. I said all of his information earlier, but to say it simpler, think of it as his soul. It wouldn't be quite correct to say his soul propagates through the air and takes over someone's body, but it's similar to an electromagnetic wave. In this case, the human brain is what does the transmitting and the receiving. His exceptional point is that he took his soul, which is incalculable and something that disperses as soon as it leaves the envelope of the body, and processed it as something that could be transmitted. Her words don't seem quite real. I do understand what she is saying. This Serpent guy is reborn as a baby when he dies, and this baby turns into the Serpent vampire when it becomes an adult, but if I believe your story, it means that he will never die. It's not immortality, but it's worse than that. Being killed and reborn as someone else, that's like living forever. Yes, exactly. It was 800 years ago when the Serpent first became a dead apostle. Since then, the Serpent has reborn 17 times. Every time, Arquade Brunstead has killed him. Arquade did? Yeah. To her, the Serpent is a special vampire. Well, the Serpent has a special meaning to me as well. But even if he dies, he will just be reborn, right? So killing him over and over is pointless, isn't it? Yeah. He's killed by her, reincarnates, and is killed by her again. That cycle repeats itself over and over. If Arquade had the power to not kill the body, but the meaning, then this probably would not be
But
happening.
Shiki has the eyes, so that's why when he killed Roa at the end of Arquade's route, he just died fully and couldn't reincarnate. because Shiki's got them eyes.
He's got the super special eyes. He has the
I've got special eyes.
He has the Roa eyes, but better.
Yeah, well, Roa usually doesn't have those eyes. I'm pretty sure it's because of his connection to
Shiki
because Roa that time reincarnated in Shiki's body, right?
Right.
And because of what happened when Shiki stabbed Shiki when they were kids, when Roa awakened, no, not when Roa awakened in him. Sorry, Roa awakened in him at the same time his super demon powers came out. So he wait, did you learn about the Tono's demon blood yet?
What?
Did you learn about the Tono family's demon blood yet?
No.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. You'll learn about that in the far side, I guess. Essentially, Shiki had Roa awaken in him, right? Due to some circumstances that you'll learn about later.
Right.
And, this caused him to attack Shiki and stab him, but because of what happened, their lives are kind of connected now, and that means when Shiki got his Mystic Eyes of Death Perception, I think that's why Roa got the Mystic Eyes of Life Perception, which is, like, similar, but it can only see living creatures and it can't cut objects like Shiki can.
Oh.
That's why there's that line in the final fight of Arcwade's Rat. It's like, what you see is death is not death, what you see is life, and then Shiki, like, goes ham on him and kills him or whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm going all nerd on you again.
Yeah. Senpai looks down a little and she seems to be gritting her teeth. I don't know why. However, it seems that Senpai also has some grudge against the enemy like Arcwade does. A vampire that is reborn every time it is killed. That's Arcwade's and Senpai's enemy. Senpai, the serpent guy, what kind of a guy is he? He was originally a man, but that can change depending on the body he reincarnates into. The troublesome part of this dead apostle is that they are all hard to find, because he's properly born as a human baby and has parents. The serpent transforms into a vampire only when he reaches the age when he can do everything at a satisfactory level. Until then, that human shows no hint of being a vampire, but once the serpent awakens, he uses the relationships he gained until that time to blend perfectly into society. I heard that... Sorry. I heard that the church detects the serpent's presence usually after a whole town is turned into the dead. I see. For example, if this serpent guy were reincarnated in me, he would have lived a Tono Chiki even after he becomes the serpent. Unless he makes a big mistake, he would be free to suck blood without people realizing it. That is scary. Of course, those around him are in danger too. But that human whom he reincarnated into, he would just disappear after maturing, right? One moment that person is living normally, and the next moment he suddenly turns into the serpent. That's very frightening. Yes, but it isn't like two people sharing one body. The human baby is still the serpent. Depending on its environment, it's either a good or bad person. But even that disappears the instant the serpent awakens. To sum it up, once the serpent dies, he is reborn into the next body, and once that body gains intelligence, it gains the previous life self and becomes a vampire. That's true.
After doing this classic lore dump.
Yep.
I hope you retain the information.
Bro, we've been sitting out here for so long, you need to go to school!
Screw school, this is more important.
I need to learn about vampires!
The reason I wasn't in class because I was actually learning about vampires.
Even if he did reincarnate, that baby is still human. So even if it does gain the self of a previous life, the body shouldn't turn into a vampire, right? Reincarnation isn't the transmitting of personality, it is the transmission of a soul. So the personality differs every time depending on their families and upbringings. But the soul itself does not change. Once bitten by a true ancestor, not only is the body forever soiled, but the soul as well. What changes the body is the soul. The serpent transmits all his information called the soul, so when the serpent awakens, the body becomes one of a vampire, but Yeah, but as you said, that is just too weak. Just that, it's too weak. So he selects his next host while he is alive. The family he is born into must meet two conditions, the first one being of wealth. Being born into a family of high social standing, property, and money makes it easier to make the whole town into vampires later on. And there is another. This is
Like the Tonos.
Yeah. And there is another, this is the important one, but amongst normal people like us, there are also people that carry special powers. Not like magic, which is a mystic power that can be learned, but rather special abilities from birth. Such people are normally called demonic children or psychics. These special
Like
abilities are genetic,
Shiki!
so they're inherited, passed on by blood. He
So now
chooses
you can
these
see why
families that have something
Shiki was chosen.
that have something not human in their lineages, a family with wealth and influence and inhuman power. Those are the requirements for his host. This serpent vampire, he seems to be quite prepared. Yes, since he is a serpent, he has a very slithering intellect. There's something about the story I don't like. Tono? That was just a joke, but are you listening? Eh? Ah, yeah, it wasn't very funny. Senpai goes quiet. But I really don't feel like laughing right now. Why don't I suddenly feel so down? But I understand now. That's our enemy, right? No. Arcade Brunstud's and my enemy. There is no need for you to worry about the serpent, Tono. So please don't go with Arcade any longer. Either either I or that woman will destroy him. There's no need for you to... That woman. There is no need for you to face any danger. Danger? Look, isn't just living in the city dangerous enough? Even Arcade is fighting to protect the city. So I can't overlook this either. No, she isn't thinking about the city. She is the only one after the serpent for her own reasons. Tono, the dead apostles were once human. There are two ways for them to become vampires. Either they would have their blood sucked by the true ancestors who were originally born as vampires, or they change into their own bodies through their magical research and their quest for immortality. The serpent had his blood sucked by a true ancestor to become a dead apostle. Do you understand? The serpent was a victim of the true ancestors, a race beyond ours. Senpai stares at me. His motionless eyes tell me what she is going to say next. Don't tell me that true ancestor was, Arcade Prune said, the royalty of the true ancestors who only made her mistake 800 years ago. She is the one who made the serpent. Eh? From the very beginning, the true ancestors were existence far separated from ours. The dead apostles are certainly are vampires that wield immense ability, but that ability is only an extension of human capacity. Because they have managed to attain a long life, they are able to develop their abilities and manage to refine it to those super abilities as a result. In other words, anyone who can develop abilities equal to the vampires, anyone can develop abilities equal to the vampires if they have a long time. Yeah, I think I've read that somewhere. They say immortality, but being a vampire isn't something that great. But the true ancestors are different. From the moment they are born, they possess power beyond human comprehension. From the beginning, these true ancestors are existence closer to the world than humans. We humans have flourished this much by isolating ourselves from nature. While we receive blessings from nature, we steal from it, and even if nature is destroyed, we will not be destroyed. We became the most superior race on this planet, probably because of this one sin only we humans carry. We can no longer be a part of nature. In its place, we have gained ways to even destroy nature, this whole planet. However, from the nature's perspective, this is evil. The world itself is a form of life, so it has the will to protect itself from us. But it does not have senses. So it creates a presence separated from nature like us to remonstrate us. Senpai is weird. Nature doesn't have a will of its own. Yeah, it can, but can it be that we just can't feel it? Nature, the earth, possesses a will. That's why it still exists and tries to stay beautiful. The problem is that we can't feel it. The standard of what nature thinks is beautiful and the standard of what humans believe is beautiful are the same. An existence which the world created to sense for it. These are what we usually call spirits. They are transcendental species existing on another plane different from the remaining spirits of animals in the present world. The true ancestors are one type of these spirits. They are born with the purpose to punish humans, so they only see humans as evil. Much as we think vampires who prey upon humans are evil, they view humans who prey upon nature as evil. But that's funny. And then why can't they exist Then why can't they exist unless they feed on us humans, the evil existence? Humans are only enemies to the true ancestors. As a part of nature, no, as those As those whose power is linked to nature itself, their power has no limits. In the long history of the church, there are only a few records of fighting against the true ancestors. They get their powers from the world itself. Therefore, in order to kill them, a conceptual weapon with the power to kill the world is needed. Of course, such a weapon does not exist, so that means their death cannot be caused by external factors. That night, she said in that hotel, that if I tried to kill her during nighttime, these eyes would have not been able to see her death. In other words, it means she cannot die. Do you understand, Tono? Arkwright Brunstad is pursuing the serpent in order to recover her power he took away from her. It's not for the sake of any humans. I don't know why she is weakened now, but if she regains her power, she will not need your help, Tono. When that happens, do you think she will let you leave safely? Of course she would, because she doesn't have any reason to hurt me. She is a vampire. She isn't like the dead apostles who suck blood in order to prolong their own life. Look, Tono. If the true ancestors didn't suck human blood, vampires would never exist in the first place. They can survive without sucking human blood, but they still do suck human blood because they have the urge to do so and make humans into existence outside of human nature. I can't let some ordinary person like you be with her. Senpai's talk ends like that. Finally! Oh my god!
What?
The lore dump is over! That was like literally 15 minutes. I can't. Oh my god.
This is pretty normal for NASA.
It might be because of my dizziness, but it seems like everything she's talking about is totally unrelated to me. Tono, does that show you how dangerous she is? Yeah, well, I get the gist. So please don't cooperate with her anymore, okay? I can't do that. I can't consent to what Senpai is saying, because Senpai doesn't know Arkwright. She doesn't know how good of a person she is. Tono! Senpai groans. But even if she makes that face, I can't lie to myself. Sorry. I also have my reasons, so I want to help her. It's true I don't know what she'll do if I turn against her, but it's also true that I can't just leave her alone. Please don't say such stupid things. Tono, you're just a normal boy, so you shouldn't do such dangerous things. Yeah, I'm grateful for your concern, but there are some things that I want to protect if I can. Such as the city and my peaceful time with you at school, Senpai. Well, even though you ended up protecting me, but it is just too dangerous. You were nearly dead when you fought with Chaos. Isn't that alright? Besides, if Arkwright is really that strong, shouldn't she be defeating the serpent vampire be simple? I'm telling you that she is the dangerous one. Please open your eyes already. She isn't human. You don't know when she'll suck blood. She's just more of a monster than the dead apostles. What? I know that Senpai is really worried about me, but I can't allow those words. Just stop, Senpai. She isn't a monster. You shouldn't say those things when you haven't even talked to her. That is true, but she is a vampire. Please understand that. No, that's wrong. Look, Senpai Arkwright doesn't suck blood. She told me herself, and I don't think she is lying. I don't know how these other true ancestors are, but Arkwright is different. Just like her, she is definitely what? Look, even if she isn't dangerous, it's dangerous enough for you to fight. You can't recover from injuries like she can. If you get wounded, you will die. What I can't forgive is she knows this and still lets you fight. It's like she's just seeing you as a tool, Tono. Senpai screams this last part. I know. I understand she is right. But because I understand, her voice annoys me. Shut up. Tono? Just shut up! Arkwright doesn't see me as a tool at all. You don't know anything about her. You're just saying she's some sort of monster, so you have no right to say any of that. Please calm down.
Shoot the lights out.
Till it's bright out.
Most are you willing to
sacrifice your life?
Bitch, I'm a monster, no good blood sucker. Fat motherfucker, now look
who's in
is in trouble as you run through my jungles. All you hear is rumbles. Kanye with samples, humans for example. Gossip, fella, just stop it. Everybody know I'm a motherfucking monster.
I'm gonna need to see your fucking hands.
Okay, continue.
Okay. Please calm down. I know I don't know very much about her, but there is a possibility that she could be deceiving you. Shut up. Weren't you the one deceiving me? Ah, oh crap. Why did I say that terrible thing? Senpai, I said too much, but I can't say it. Her expression looks very fragile, and it looks like it's going to break down the moment I say something. You're right, you know. You're right now that you mention it. Senpai? Yeah, that's right. I've been deceiving you, Tono, so there's no reason for you to believe me. She suddenly smiles as if her previous expression never existed. There's no trace of it being faked, even though it has to be fake. I can't see anything but a true smile. I apologize for taking your time. Then I'll just disappear now. The wind rushes by. In that very instant, Ciel disappears from right before my eyes. After that talk, it's just lunchtime now. The room gets
Oh my
loud.
god, that ring is so loud.
The room gets loud and my louder friend appears. It's you.
Toto, where are you eating today?
Wherever. I don't care if it's here or the cafeteria.
Alrighty then, let's have some bread. If we're your senpai might come, I'll go buy some. Any requests?
As long as it's not curry bread, then anything's fine. Oh, and some milk.
Roger. Roger, 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 Roger.
Roger, Roger!
Roger, Roger.
Arihiko walks out of the classroom happily.
Star Wars. Star Wars. Here you go. 2 curry breads and some milk. Thanks for waiting.
I told him anything but curry bread, but I guess that had the opposite effect.
You sounded so angry. It's like that AI version we made of your voice was like disgusting.
Yeah. I told him
anything
anything
but curry bread. But I guess that had the opposite effect.
I thank him and toss him some money. I start to chew on my curry bread. It's you.
Hey, Dono, did Senpai come?
I shake my head no.
I'm just
for the
Kendrick reference. Maybe she's in the cafeteria today.
For the rest of this conversation with Arihiko, I'm just gonna sound really down because you got him curry bread.
Yeah, do that.
Or no, wait. Did you already do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Arihiko, she won't come anymore.
What? Did you get a fight with her?
Oh.
No. Dawson, you gotta read the line.
I was talking to my dad!
He's not real like Tsukihime is.
Okay. That's not it. But she just doesn't like me anymore. I'm sorry, Arihiko. If you see her, I'll tell her I'm sorry. I really do feel it now that I mention it. I hurt her badly. She won't come and ever see me again.
What's this, Toto? Don't know whiplash between our two voices. What's this, Toto? Are you telling me sorry for asking her without asking me?
If that was the case, it'd be much better. What was that? Yeah, if we were sorry or goodbye, there would be some hope left. Certainly, I think that was a pretty bad thing to say. But I'll just disappear? That's too much, right, Arihiko? I say this and put my head down on my desk. Classes are over. It's a Wednesday, so the rest of my classmates run out of the room as soon as classes end. It's a Wednesday like any other, but I don't feel like doing anything. Even if I went to the tea ceremony room, Ciel probably wouldn't even be there. As lifeless as the dead, I go back to the mansion. Welcome back, Shiki. Hisui greets me as soon as I get back to the mansion. Even though Hisui is waiting for me this whole time, I can't even bring myself to greet her, and I make my way to my room. After dinner, I return to my room. There's still a little time before I'm supposed to meet Arcade. Please don't say such stupid things. Tono, you're just a normal boy. So you shouldn't do such dangerous things. Senpai was just worrying about me. In the end, is it just that I chose Arcade over Senpai? Why don't you understand your own feelings, Shiki? I asked my reflection in the window glass. My light headache returns. Recently, I've been having more headaches. Up until now, the effects of my anemia have only been dizziness. It probably changed these headaches because of his...
Wait, was there a choice?
No.
Okay. There wasn't a say it calmly choice I missed, right?
No.
Okay. Keep going.
Okay. It probably changed these headaches because it started taking off my glasses and seeing death. It's time. It's the time I promised to eat Arcade. No matter what Ciel said, I have to keep my promise I made. Putting my knife in the pocket, I exit the room. I go outside. Is there any other key I can use? Oh. That saves?
What did you press?
S.
Oh, that was a quick save.
What's like another key I can use?
Other than click?
Yeah, like on the left of the keyboard. Do you know?
I don't know. Because I had to use click on this too. It's annoying that I can't use spacebar. That's what I wanted to use.
Yeah.
Because that's what I use on most of the ends. I'd have to check real quick. Config. Controls. Arrow. Meta. Control. Enter.
What is meta?
Might be able to use wait. Just a single a whole control skips through. Enter isn't on the left side.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to do stuff with my right hand. I'm trying to eat.
You want to double task. How about you move your food to the left side?
No.
What do you mean no?
It won't work.
What you can do is you can move your keyboard to the side a little and then
Yeah,
just put your hands on the arrow
just what I'm
keys and then
gonna do.
use arrow down.
There were never many people around the mansion to begin with, but because of all these serial killings, it is unnaturally quiet. It's not even 10 o'clock yet, but the emptiness makes it feel more like past 1 o'clock. It's well into October, and the wind is starting to blow colder. Hold on.
God damn. God damn, you have Japanese girl.
Fall is nearly over as well. I walk down the empty street holding these sentimental thoughts. I'm eating rice. Sorry. I make my way around the mansion wall. Past here and down the hill is the park where Arcade is waiting. And then I see a black figure leaning on the mansion wall. Great! Oh. A woman.
Oh, a woman.
I thought it was gonna be Shiki, but then it was... but now it's Ciel. A woman clothed in black stands not to block my way, but to just watch me go by. Where are you going this late at night? Senpai doesn't even look at my face as she says this without the slightest inflection in her voice. Senpai, I freeze dead in my tracks. I can't look at her face either. I feel uneasy about what happened this morning, so I can't bring myself to directly look at her. Even after I said all that, you're still going to see her, Tono? It can't be helped. I can't leave her alone, and I can't ignore the vampire in the city either. I see, you've got a point there.
Senpai, if you don't listen to me, I'll... You right here. I love your reaction to that line in the end of Arc What You're At.
She closes her mouth.
Senpai, if you don't listen to me, you right here.
The way she just looked and then said, okay. She closes her mouth. I pass her figure on the wall. Sorry, Senpai, about a lot of things. Please don't worry. You weren't mistaken. I hear her voice behind me. It doesn't seem like she intends to stop me from seeing Arcade at all. I guess Senpai's completely given up on me. Well, then I'll be going. Yes, please do as you like, Tono. I can still only hear her voice. Yeah, I walk away from the mansion without even turning around. Tap, 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 tap. The footsteps echo in the night along the residential street. Tap, 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 tap. The footsteps echo in the night along the residential street. They aren't the footsteps of a heavy man, but a much lighter body. In addition, I'm wearing sneakers, so they don't make such sounds. Only shoes with a hard bottom can make this sound. For example, shoes like high-laced boots. Actually, I don't even need to give an example. Without a doubt, those footsteps belong to high-laced boots. I stop. The footsteps cease at the same time. This isn't any good. If I just ignore her like this, we'll reach the park soon. I should just go out and say it. I turn around. Hey, Senpai. Yeah? Is your house this way? No, it's in the completely opposite direction. You said you went there once, Tono. Did you forget already? No, I remember. I just didn't have that much confidence in my memory. You should, because my house is that way. Oh, that's right. I say with a smile. Yes, it is, she says, returning my smile. Well, I'm going this way. Yes, please do as you wish, Tono. Still smiling, she seems to be seeing me off. But for some reason, I have an incredibly bad feeling about this. I suck in a deep breath. What's wrong, aren't you going? Senpai asks. In that instant, I dash down the street. I start to pant heavily. This far. Running full strength this far, she couldn't have fallen. Tono, going wild like that is dangerous, you know. A hand pats my shoulder from behind. Wah! I instinctively jump back. Senpai stands behind me as if it was perfectly natural to do so. Why are you following me? Well, I feel uneasy leaving you by yourself. She speaks very matter-of-factly. I don't even know how to respond. I don't know what I should... Okay, amen, choice.
Choice. Okay. Say it calmly.
Okay. What's up? This rice is so good. Fuck. Wait a minute. Somebody, didn't you say I can do as I wish? Yes, please do as you wish, Tono. Senpai nods and smiles. Good, I wasn't just imagining it. Then this is goodbye. You shouldn't be following me anymore. Huh? I'm not really following you or anything. Senpai? I simply have something to do in the park. I don't know where you are going, Toto, but if you're not going to the park, then this is where we say goodbye. I see. Certainly, I don't really have the right to say anything about that. I don't have the right, but... Look, just don't go. Arcade is in the park. You know how she detests you, right? So I can't let the two of you meet? Oh, are you worried about me? Of course, I don't want to see the two of you fight. I'm begging you, just please go back. Oh, I see you're not worried about me, but you're worried about her, right? Looking off into the distance, she completely ignores what I say. For some reason, it seems she's all doing this intentionally because she enjoys teasing me. Senpai, don't tell me you're still carrying a grudge from this morning. She just smiles and doesn't say anything. She's angry. That face is unmistakably carrying a grudge. I get it. Everything this morning was completely my fault. I'm sorry. So, if you tell me to go back because of that, I'll beat you down, Tono. Huh? Tono. We're still fighting right now. It seems I'm still angry, so it isn't easy to just talk calmly. Senpai, if you went back, we could make up, but I know that's impossible. So this conversation is meaningless. There's no need for you to apologize. I'm not concerned with what happened this morning. She looks at me with those eyes devoid of any emotion. My duty is to hunt down vampires. Anything else is trivial. Senpai walks into the park. Hey! Hold on. Alright, sorry. She crosses through the park. As expected, she's heading right towards where Arquette is waiting. Wait a minute. Why are you so angry? I'm not angry. How about yourself? If you come with me, won't she misunderstand things? Misunderstand? Misunderstand what? Don't you like her? Then I don't think you should be with me, someone who is her enemy. Well, it's not like I like her. I can't say for sure though. I don't know what I'm not. I don't know. I don't know for sure what I truly feel, but I'm sure I'm attracted to her. You can't. You really can't lie even to yourself, can you? I think you are far too honest. For a brief instant, her mask reveals a sigh. But it is really better if we separate here. We are no longer friends, and if Arcade were to see us, huh? What would happen, Ciel? We both turn around towards the voice behind us. There we see Arquette, who seems to be in a particularly bad mood. That's surprising. I came here because I heard Cheeky's voice and I find you here. Didn't we already share our information yesterday? I don't believe you have anything to do with it anymore. Yes, I don't have anything to do with you anymore. I was just pointing things out to him. Oh, really? You intend on
Bitch
stealing my
fight,
partner?
bitch fight,
That
bitch
sounds good
fight.
too. I still owe you from that one injury you gave me. The situation is critical between the two of them. As the one standing between them, I just can't just watch. Looking at this problem, our relative locations are Senpai, me, and Arcade. And if the two of them fight, I would be right in the middle of it. You two, why are you glaring at each other? Your goal is the same, so calm down and... Be quiet, Cheeky! Please be quiet, Tono. I failed. I tried to talk to them, but it doesn't seem to have worked. Fine. Shiki seems to care for you, so I will let you go. I won't attack you, so just disappear. That's surprising. Is he that important to you? I didn't think Arcade Broomstick could be concerned with anything other than killing vampires. For you, controlling human comes easily. It would be better for you to just make him your servant if you wanted help, Arcade, but why haven't you done that? Don't joke about such things. Shiki's my partner. Even if I don't do that, he still says he will help me. Arcade looks away uneasily. That murderous intent seems to have disappeared. Arcade, don't tell me you really want to suck his blood. Helen. From Senpai's direction, I hear the sound of solid metal. I see. I was surprised you were interested in humans, but that does not really matter. If you desire the blood of humans, then there is only one thing to do. Calling, the sound springs forth from her hand. Numerous swords like gnawing nails are there. Hey, Senpai. Tono-kun, please back away. Just now I have confirmed that she is truly a vampire. Even if she is a true ancestor that cooperates with the church, once she desires blood, she becomes our enemy. Before any victims appear, I will terminate her here. You really do speak nonsense when people do not answer you, Ciel. Very well, if you want to die, then I will grant your wish and kill you. It's not often I get to kill the same person twice. Her eyes flare with the intent to kill. Senpai receives Arquate's stare in her fighting stance, swords at the ready. Freezing. There feels like it is freezing, and I can barely breathe. This isn't good. They really will kill each other like this. Wait, you two, please! I said to calm down! Ignoring the tension in the air, I yell out. For an instant, they both stop. After that, the sound of two feet kicking the earth. My shout must have triggered the start. The white and black figures crash into each other as if they are two magnets of opposite polarity. The fight between the two of them is beyond me. Arquade's body movement isn't something I can track with my eyes. All I can see is a white blur running through the night. What's surprising is that Senpai does not even back off seeing Arquade's speed. It's not like Senpai moves with Arquade's amazing speed, but she accurately deflects Arquade's blazing attacks while standing on the ground. As a third person looking on, their strengths are equal. However, just like Senpai said, Arquade's power seems limitless. No matter how much amazing Senpai is, her power is not something that goes beyond a certain point. In contrast, Arquade seems limitless. In the beginning, Senpai was overwhelming her, but Arquade matches her quickly and is now easily surpassing her powers. The fight is quickly decided. Senpai's body flies lightly on the air and strikes the ground, rolling like a piece of trash. Gah! Senpai lets out a cry and stands up.
Bitch fight.
But is that a useless thing to do? Senpai's body seems to be shot out by an invisible cannon and flies into the air once more and then hits the ground. She lies there, not moving. Blood flows apart along the bark bricks pathway. Senpai? There's no response. She seems unconscious. Arquade runs towards her without any mercy, with double eyes seemingly bent on slicing Senpai's neck. I can't speak. There's been no mistake that Arquade intends to kill her, and Senpai can't defend herself. I can't allow that. Stop it, you stupid idiot. I frantically run towards Senpai.
Dawson, you're dying.
I'm dying. Anyways, I frantically run towards Senpai. Arquade suddenly stops in front of her. Shaky? Arquade's murderous intent instantly vanishes, and she returns to her original look. She seems completely taken aback that I was protecting her. Why? How come you're protecting her? Fuck! I need some water. Be right back. Sorry. Aaron,
Okay.
you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I almost just had a heart attack. Just like Death Note.
Oh my god, he's death noting.
He Death Noted me. Okay.
Yeah, I've been having a dry cough recently too because of the fucking weather.
I got a drink. Why? How come you're protecting her? Didn't I say it earlier? Oh. Senpai's a very dear person to me. Even if it's you, I won't allow you to go on. I tighten the grip on the knife in my pocket and glare at Arquade. Shiki, you... Her eyes are bathed again with hostility. Step aside and I'll forgive you this time. Now, stop defending her and don't wield that knife against me. Her crimson eyes waver like burning candles. Her intent to kill is about to be directed towards me instead of Senpai. I gulp. My mind is warning me that it's over if I don't step aside at once, but even still, I can't. I won't pull back until you say you won't do anything to her. Step aside! No, you step aside. Didn't you tell me that you don't kill humans? Or was that just a lie? No, I don't kill humans, but I honor those who surpass human capacity, so I don't mind killing them as something that is my equal. Such as you, or that woman right there. A step. Arkoi comes closer. I see, you're wielding that knife against me again. Another step. She draws closer. I forgave you the first time, but I don't think I can forgive you the second time. In the first place, I don't think I can be hurt with your knife. Even with your mystic eyes of death perception, you shouldn't be able to see my death right now. Directly in front of me, her golden eyes enter my vision. Ah! My heart feels like it's stopped. A chill races up my spine. This crushing despair that feels like everything is bearing down on me is far greater than anything during my fight with Nero. Fuck!
Dawson, no.
I'm getting death noted! Okay. I can't do anything. This is what it means to fight Arkoi? Tsukihime, this is your last chance. While I can still think, get back. I don't want to lose the first person I've liked just because of that woman. The chills collect in my neck. Arkoi is in the perfect position to kill me. If that arm moves, she can rip off my neck before I could use my knife. Even still, this is wrong. Why? I just don't understand, Arkoi. Why are you such a horrible person only to her? I know you're not the most aware of moral principles, but you're not one to speak about killing people so easily. Shiki. Arkoid's hostility starts to lessen. She walks away from the both of us. I see. If you support her that much, then I don't know you. Arkoid? Just be careful, Shiki. That woman you are protecting, she isn't the person you think she is. What are you saying? You can be tricked and get your blood sucked by her. So long. Don't come crying back to me. Arkoi walks away without even looking back. The only ones left are me and the wounded collapsed senpai. What was she? Saying such stupid things. Senpai would suck my blood? What a ridiculous lie. That sounds like senpai's a vampire or something. Saying that, I laugh aloud. Because that is impossible. Senpai walks around during the day. Well, Arkoi is a vampire that walks around during daytime, but even she gets weak then. But for Senpai, she doesn't change whether it's night or day. First of all, isn't Senpai a member of the church? Okay. I don't think he realizes she has that powers only at, like, nighttime.
Yeah.
She only uses it at nighttime, so I think she might actually be a vampire.
Ciel?
Yeah.
Interesting theory.
First of all, isn't Senpai a member of the church? It's contradicting for a vampire to be an organization whose purpose is to terminate them. More importantly, Senpai, I turn around to check on her. The ground was soaked in blood, so I have to get her to a hospital. Eh? The blood has disappeared? Her black robes that were painted red with flowing blood are now spotless. Senpai stands up as nothing even happened, and she looks completely unharmed. Senpai, what is going on? Tono. Why did you protect me? Didn't you know she really almost killed you? Her eyes have no emotion whatsoever. With those vacant eyes, like a lifeless doll, she doesn't even hear my question. You ask why? Because you are going to die. Anyone would do the same thing in that situation, even if it means you're getting yourself killed. Tono, dedication isn't throwing away your life. Giving up your life to save others isn't dedication or sacrifice, it's just self-love. Why did you... Her voice is very stern. She admonishes me severely. You only did that so you not regret it later. And you're satisfied with just that. To be blunt, it is very troublesome for me. Idealism is a fine thing.
Yeah! Oh, fuck! Ow, my knee!
Did you say gyat?
I screamed, Gia! And I jumped up out of my chair and it hit the bottom of my desk. My knee at the bottom of my desk. I was like, ah! I wish you could have seen that in real life. I just, yeah! And I jumped up, hit my knee, and fell back into my chair.
Alright. Um,
Oh my.
idealism is idealism is a fine thing, but please don't involve me in your selfish justice. What do you mean? I just didn't want you to die, bro.
Ciel's road is so bad. Ah.
My Ciel a bitch.
Help me. This route is like. I was.
She just isn't even thanking you for saving her life, and you're just.
I'm. Keep reading. I'm on the other side of the room. What the fuck? Why can't my mic still pick this up?
I don't know.
I'm like 5 feet away from my PC.
You can just watch on your bed, bro.
Bro, that's what I'm doing, honestly.
Probably better. What do you mean? I just didn't want you to die. Are you saying that's troublesome? Are you saying it would be alright if Arquay killed you like that? Yeah, it's my life, so it has nothing to do with you. It's too miserable being allowed to live because of the mercy of a vampire.
she literally just said she doesn't want to live.
She literally...
She just doesn't want to live, bro.
Bro, why you be... She's... I mean, actually, no, it makes sense now. I'm pissed. Partly because she rejected me even after I protected her. But more than that, don't be ridiculous. What do you think your life is? Don't you see? If you die, it's all over. No matter what horrible, awful things you've done, if you don't keep on living, it will all have been a lie. You have to keep on living. You have to keep on living because there's nothing else. So what if you're miserable? That's far, far better than
Wow,
not
it's
being
almost
able to
like
feel
that's
at
the
all.
point of the story.
That's right. You're someone who tasted death 8 years ago. That's why you can be content with such a simple way of thinking. Her eyes are completely vacant. She speaks without looking at me like she can't even see herself. How happy you must be. I cannot say such words. She steps back as she speaks. Tono, what is she?
Well, it's
What she
almost
said
like this is
before
the
is
point
true.
of the story.
Why are you even saying, like Arquade said, I cannot be called human? Didn't you see it, Tono? All the blood which was spilled disappeared like it was never there. It's fine. I'm a monster. I'm not a vampire, but my body isn't like that of a normal human. Senpai looks down as she speaks.
She's
What are you
Deadpool.
Wait, she is?
Yeah, she's Deadpool.
What are you saying? Not a body like humans? You seem normal to me, even if it's like this. Senpai slowly takes out her sword and places it against her neck. Senpai don't even have time to stop her. With a clearing sound, it slices into her neck.
Oh, thumbnail! I was worried we wouldn't get one.
As if painting my very eyes, fresh blood sprays everywhere.
I'm naming this episode Deadpool.
Drip, drip. Drip, drip. Drip, drip. Drip! It's beautiful!
Bro.
Captivating my vision, even my whole consciousness, the blood seeps into her black garments. Underneath her robes, Senpai's white skin is probably mixed with those beautiful crimson lines. A drop of blood flies forth and lands on my finger.
So beautiful.
My momentary captivity and returns me to reality. Before me is Senpai's blood-soaked figure. Senpai! I quickly dash towards her. There's no need to panic. See, look at it. She stops me and points to her neck. The wound is already gone. And all the blood that was there before has vanished too. Like a video being rewound, everything returns to the way it was before. That was strange, and something like the word rewound truly describes it. Not healing or
Rewound.
Shut up! Deadpool nuns. Makes sense.
Deadpool nuns.
After seeing that, I'm not crazy enough to tell her that she is still normal. That's how it is. If I could have helped it, I didn't want for you to know, Tono. Senpai gives a sad smile. I don't know what to say. Just like you said, Tono, I was deceiving you this the whole time. So it can't be helped if you get angry at me. But I can't blame her. Something like that, even I wanted her to hide that forever. I wanted her to say like the old senpai, but I do not regret what happened this morning. I was really happy that you said it was a fun time together and you wanted to protect me if you could. Senpai, but those were really peaceful times I wanted to last forever. Farewell. To the very end, she gives her perpetual smile and disappears before my very eyes. My mind is in complete disarray. I can't follow after her. Arquate said that Senpai was a vampire. Senpai didn't deny it and even showed me proof, and after saying farewell, she vanished. Even if it was a lie. Even if it was a lie that could be easily seen through. If she said simply it wasn't so, things say it ain't so. Whoa, whoa.
Well, yo, wait, does it actually say it ain't so? I spaced out for a minute. Said it wasn't so.
They said it wasn't so. Things would have been fine. I can't forget her sad face. Senpai, who was that good of a person, just an upperclassman at my school. I didn't want to know she was such a different person. Farewell. Her last words. There's no need to think about what it meant. I knew about her and I even hurt her. But still she came to see me. But that's all over. I don't want to believe that I'll never see her again. No, this isn't happening. My head doesn't seem to be working. It's just in shock. It's so shocked that I can't tell why it's in shock. I leave the park with my unturned memories and faltering steps. So wait, essentially, Ciel is immortal?
Yes.
So
That's why I've been calling her Deadpool.
So she's gonna live till the end of time?
Theoretically, yes.
Damn. That's
Maybe even longer than Arquade. Since literally she just got infinite regen.
Yeah.
Actually, she probably could be killed by like a divine construct or something, but
Yeah.
or actually, now that I think about it, some things from the Fate side of the verse could actually kill her. Probably like Caliburn, because Caliburn took out her slash. Sorry, don't listen to anything I'm saying right now, Dawson. I'm just working this out right now in my head.
Right.
It was probably like Caliburn. I think Caliburn could kill her because it took out like 6 of Herc's lives.
Just tell me like what it does.
Well, what does?
The Caliburn guy.
Oh, it's just a really OP sword.
Oh, that can just like slice through things and
It's just really OP. Anyway, again, you don't know about Caliburn yet. You won't know for a while, and you definitely won't learn about it in Tsukihime, so don't worry about it. But
yeah, it's just it's so shocked that I can't tell why it's in shock. I leave the park with my unturned memories and faltering steps. Throb! Throb. Throb! Throb.
is he finally gonna go to sleep?
This headache is killing me. More than anything else, without thinking about Senpai or Orkoid or anything at all. I just want to go to sleep.
He actually sleeps like less than 4 hours a day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a good title.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh wait, is next episode the episode? Oh my god. Next episode has the best battle ever.
Okay.
This chair, this chair, this chair, this chair, this chair, this chair. The most legendary Suki. Okay, Dawson, what happened this episode?
We learned that Ciel is Deadpool.
More than that happened, actually. This is just a lore dump episode, honestly.
Yeah. We learned about it. It's another boring episode, kind of.
That's how I feel entirely about Ciel's route.
Yep.
I told you not to let my feelings get in the way, but honestly, being here is kind of hard.
Alright, that's all for today's episode. See you guys.
Like, I love Tsukihime.